Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this lunchtime concert. My name is Lyndon Gray. Since I'm wearing a suit, I'm going to tell you that I'm Dr. Lyndon Gray, which is true. The performance you're going to hear this afternoon is going to be provided by the Jazz Courses Honours Ensemble, which is, of course, largely made up of students who completed their third year last year. Today they're going to give to you the music of Dorothy Fields. Dorothy Fields was an excellent lyricist who wrote countless tunes and some of the most enduring jazz standards, along with providing, having very long collaborations with Jerome Kern and Jimmy McHugh and other composers. Wrote the lyrics to films like Swing Time, was basically at the forefront of what we think of as the standard era, the Tin Pan Alley era of jazz standards, which we base so much of what we do on. So I'm going to hand over to this brilliant group of musicians, so please make them feel welcome.
with no kisses. A fine romance, my friend. This is, we should be like a couple of hot tomatoes, but you're as cold as yesterday's mashed potatoes. A fine romance with no quarrels. A fine romance with no morals. I've never mustered grease in your blue serge pants. I never had the chance. This is a fine romance. Ba-da-da-da-da. This is a fine romance. Thank you very much. That first tune you just heard was A Fine Romance, composed by Jerome Kern, and that arrangement was by Tyler Leung. Yes. And for those music nerds out there, yes, the time signature was 7/4. All right, so Lyndon mentioned this just before, and as it says on your program, today's concert is centered around tunes written by Dorothy Fields. Her career spanned an incredible 48 years, from the late 1920s through to the early 1970s. She was the first woman to be inducted in the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1971, which is really cool. And over her almost half-century-long career, she wrote lyrics to over 400 songs for musicals, movies, and more, many of which have become jazz standards, and we will be performing some of those for you today. So, our next tune is a beautiful one composed by Jimmy McHugh. It's called I Can't Give You Anything But Love, and this arrangement is by Edmund Black, our piano player. Give you anything but love. That's the only thing I've plenty of. Dream a while, scheme a while, you're sure to find happiness, and I guess all those things you've always pined for. Gee, I'd like to see you looking swell. Diamond watches, well, worse doesn't sell. But till that lucky day, you know darn well I can't give you anything but love. can't give you anything but love. That's the only thing I've plenty of. Dream a while, scheme a while, you're sure to find happiness, and I guess all the things you've always pined for. Gee, I'd like to see you looking swell. Diamond watches Woolworths doesn't sell. And some lucky day, you know darn well I can't give you anything but love. Thank you. All right, this next tune we have is a fun, up-tempo swinger, and it was written by Jerome Kern with these cutesy lyrics, as the title suggests. It's "You Couldn't Be Cuter." You couldn't be cuter, plus that you couldn't be smarter, plus that intelligent face. You have a disgraceful charm for me. You couldn't be keener, you look so fresh from the cleaner. You are a little grand slam I'll bring to my family. My ma will show you an album of me that will bore you to tears, and you'll attract all the relatives we have dodged for years and years. And what will they tell me? Exactly what will they tell me? Let's say they couldn't be nicer, you couldn't be sweeter, you couldn't be better, couldn't be smoother, couldn't be cuter, baby, than you are. Lord, 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 oh. Lord, 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 ba 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 da do da 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 da. Sitting there, da 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 ba be da da. Sitting da da, ba ba do da da ba da 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 da. Sa be ba da 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 ba we da da. Sit da da, we da da ba ba do ba do ba 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 we da 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 da. Ba ba do da do da da do da ba ba we da 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 ba ba da da ba da 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 ba da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 do sa da da ba da da da. couldn't be cuter, plus that you could not be smarter, plus that intelligent face. You have a disgraceful charm for me. You couldn't be keener, you look so fresh from the cleaner. You're the little grand slam I'll bring to my family. My mom will show you an album of me that's gonna bore you to tears, and you'll attract all the relatives we've dodged for years and years. And what will they tell me exactly? What will they tell me? They'll say you couldn't be nicer, couldn't be sweeter, couldn't be better, couldn't be smoother, couldn't be cuter, baby, than you are. Thank you. All right, as a vocalist, I love a good ballad. So I decided to arrange these two Jimmy McHugh and Dorothy Fields tunes in a medley. So we'll be performing Don't Blame Me and I'm in the Mood for Love. Here we go. Ever since that lucky night I found you, I hung around you just like a fool, falling head over heels in love like a kid out of school. My poor heart is in an awful state now, and it's too late now to call a halt. But if I become a nuisance, it's not my fault. Don't blame me for falling in love with you. Under your spell, so how can I help it? Don't blame me. Can't you see that you do the things you do? And if I can't conceal the way that I'm feeling, don't blame me. I can't help it if that doggone moon above, if it makes me need somebody like you to love. Blame your kiss, as sweet as a kiss can be, and blame all your charms that melt in my arms, but don't blame me. Thank you. Right. This next tune is a tune many of you, I'm sure, will know, famously recorded by Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong. However, this version, this arrangement by Jack Wilsmore is a little bit different. So we hope you enjoy. Did I say it was called I Won't Dance? I'm sorry, it's I Won't Dance. You're losing by constantly refusing to dance with me. You'd be the idol of friends with me, and yet you stand there and shake your foolish head dramatically while I wait here so ecstatically. But you just look and say emphatically, not this season. There's a reason, not this season. I won't dance, don't ask me. I won't dance, don't ask me. I won't dance, miss you with you. My heart won't let my feet do things they should do. what? You're lovely. So what? You're lovely. Oh, what you do to me. You're like an ocean wave that's bumped on the shore. I feel so absolutely stumped on the floor. When you dance, you're charming and you're gentle, especially when you do the continental. But this feeling isn't purely mental. Heaven rest us, I'm not asbestos, and that's why I won't dance. Don't ask me, I won't dance. Why should I won't dance. Merci beaucoup. I know that music leads the way to romance. Until you hold me in my arms, I won't dance. You're charming and you're gentle, especially when you do the continental. But this feeling isn't purely mental. Oh, heaven rest us, I'm not asbestos, and that's why I won't dance. Why should I won't dance. How could I won't dance. Merci beaucoup. I know that music leads the way to romance. So if I hold you in my arms, hold you in my arms, I won't dance. Thank you. All right, this is our second last tune for today, and it is again written by Jerome Kern, and this arrangement is by Thomas Byrne. Yes, and it's mostly con voce. For those of you that don't know, that means follow the voice in Italian. And we also have like a very free section, so there's no like predetermined chord changes in the solo section. So we hope you enjoy this lovely version of beautiful standard, The Way You Look Tonight. smile so warm, with your cheeks so soft, there is nothing for me but to love you. And the way you look tonight, with each word your tenderness grows, just tearing my fears apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Love me and never, ever, ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? Because I love you. And the way you look tonight. With each word your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose, it touches my foolish heart. So love me and never, ever, ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? Because I love you. And the way you look, just the way you look Thank you. All right, so we've come to our last tune for today, but before that, I'd just love to say a few thank yous. So, big thank you to Nick on sound. and everyone that helped out with our sound check and rehearsals, and big thank you to Martin Victory as well. And of course to a wonderful lecturer, mentor and director, Dr. Lyndon Gray. Yeah.
I'm really just being welcomed back on stage to introduce these fine musicians. And in case you didn't sort of follow, this group has been given this project to work on for this semester thus far, and they've all contributed these arrangements, which you've heard today. So it's a real wonderful collaborative effort from these excellent musicians. So this is, on the piano, Edmund Black. On the bass, Thomas Byrne. On the guitar, Jack Willsmore. On the alto saxophone, Tyler Leong. And doing lots of the heavy lifting in a lyrics-based world that we're in today, Danica Lammertsma. So I'm going to hand back to these guys to complete the program. Thank you all so much for coming out this afternoon, and thank you guys for a lovely program.
Thank you, Lyndon. All right. This last tune is one I'm sure all of you will know. Perhaps one of Dorothy Fields and Jimmy McHugh's most well-known and most played standards. The beautiful tune, On the Sunny Side of the Street. Coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear that pitter-pat? And that happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with all of my blues on parade. Oh, but now I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over, and if I never had a cent, I would be rich as a Rockefeller. There'll be gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. Babe, 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 later. Sit the dead to be a ba Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. Can you hear the pitter and the patter and the happy tune is your step? Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with all of my blues on parade. Oh, but you know that I'm not afraid, because this road has crossed over. If I never, ever had a cent, I would be rich as Rockefeller. There'll be gold dust at my feet on the sunny, on the shady, on the sunny side of the street. Thank you.